أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم إني أسألك أن تجعل عملي هذا خالصا لوجهك الكريم اللهم انفعني بما علمتني وعلمني بما ينفعني وزدني علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to my Arabic class, lesson 3. Let's do a recap of what we did in lesson 2 first. In lesson 2, in grammar, we talked about the second property of ism, which is its adad, its number. In terms of number, an ism can either be singular, the Arabic term for that is al-mufrad, it could be dual, al-muthanna, or it could be plural, al-jama'. As far as mufrad is concerned, we said that there is no special ending. If it is a nakira word, it will end in tanween. And if it is a ma'rifa word, it will start with al and it will not have tanween either. So you basically will not see any special ending in a mufrad word. Muthanna, we talked a little bit in detail about the muthanna ism, and we said that it will have a special ending. The muthanna ism will end either in ani or in aini. How will we decide if it should have ani ending or aini ending? This will depend on whether the mufrad word had dhamma or fatha kasra. If mufrad is supposed to have dhamma, its muthanna will have ani. If mufrad was supposed to have fatha or kasra, its muthanna will have aini. In Medina book, we did lesson 3. In lesson 3, Dr. Sahab tried to introduce to us the concept of definite and indefinite. One way a word can be definite is by the presence of the lam at-ta'rif, al. If you see al at the beginning of the word, it is a definite word. So we saw the difference between a definite word and an indefinite word. Also saw simple nominal sentence. Simple nominal sentence has a subject and a predicate. The subject is called mubtada in Arabic and the predicate is called khabar. We studied only the first type of khabar, which is one word. That word will be nakira, it will have tanween. And the mubtada will be ma'rifa, it will have al. We also looked at sun letters and moon letters, huruf shamsiya and huruf qamariya. The shamsi letters, when there is lam at-ta'rif before them, al, the lam of the lam at-ta'rif is not pronounced, it gets assimilated into the shamsi letter. So ash-shams, you do not hear the lam of al. In qamari letters, you do hear the lam al-qamar. That's the difference between a shamsi letter and a qamari letter. You will see a shadda on the shamsi letter and you will not see a shadda on the qamari letter. Okay. Then inshallah, let's begin our lesson for today. And as always, we will start with grammar. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We are still talking about the number property of ism. And in terms of number, we said then ism can be mufrad, muthanna or jama'. Now we are talking about the jama' ism. And we are saying that when the ism is plural, basically there can be three kinds of plural in Arabic. These are called jama', mudhakkar, salim, jama' muannath, salim, and jama' taksir. In English, also we have two kinds of plurals, sound plurals and broken plurals. So, like a plural for the word house would be houses. It's a sound plural. You see the word house intact and you add something at the end to make it plural. But there are broken plurals in English. For instance, the plural of the word mouse is mice. It's not mouses. So the word mouse did not stay intact, it changed. Letters within it changed and a new word was formed, mice. So we have those two categories in plurals in Arabic, but there is one additional category. It's called sound, feminine plural, jama' muannath, salim. Let's begin with jama' mudhakkar salim and see how they look. Firstly, which words will get jama' mudhakkar salim? These are generally used only for the mudhakkar of aqil. Generally, there are exceptions, but generally these plurals are reserved for jama of mudhakkar aqil, male humans, angels and jinns. This is the category of creation that the Arabs term as aqil. So words that talk about them can take jama mudhakkar salim. What is the telltale ending of a jama mudhakkar salim? It's these letters. Either the word will have waw, noon, fatha, una, or the word can have ya, noon, fatha, ina. So these endings will tell you that this word is most probably a jama mudhakkar salim, a sound masculine plural, una or ina. Let's bring it in our table that we have been constructing. Initially, we started with one Muslim male, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Remember, the Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra just shows the role of the word in the sentence. It still means the same. A Muslim, male Muslim, one male Muslim. And last class we talked about Muthanna of this. If you want to talk about two male Muslims, then it will look like this, either Muslimani or Muslimaini. Today we want to see if I want to talk about more than two Muslim males. So I said we can only have the endings una or ina. So you're going to see either Muslimuna. So we started with Muslimun. One Muslim male was Muslimun. Two Muslim males were Muslimani. Three or more Muslimuna. The other option, the other choice we have is Muslimina. If my mufrad, my singular Muslim male, that word ended in fatha or kasra, its plural will end with ina ending, not una ending now. Muslimina. See the difference between the dual and the plural. If I did not put any harakat, you would not have been able to tell the difference. But I see the harakat. In the dual, the last letter of the original word is Muslim. In the dual, remember, there is a fatha on the last letter. That gives you the sound Muslimai, Muslimaini. In the plural version, you will see a kasra on the last letter. That gives you the sound Muslimina. Muslimaini is two. Muslimina is three or more. Okay, inshallah. So again, repeating the same thing, how do we make sound masculine plural words from a singular word? You add either una or ina. You take the word Muslim and you add una if your mufrad had dhamma, and you get with you end up with Muslimuna. Muslimun, remove the dhammatain, you're left with Muslim, add waw noon, una, result Muslimuna. Similarly, if your mufrad word was Muslimin or Musliman, remove the last haraka, left with Muslim, add ina ending, result Muslimina. Plural Muslimuna, Muslimina. What about previously we were also talking about Muslimah, the female Muslim. What about how do I make the Jama Mudhakkar Salim of Muslimah? Well, I cannot, because remember, the Jama Mudhakkar Salim is for words that are Mudhakkar and Aqil. Muslimah is not a Mudhakkar word, it's a Muannas word, so it does not make Jama Mudhakkar Salim. There is no word such as Muslimatuna or Muslimatina, it does not exist. So Muslimah does not have Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Then we have this whole chart. This is more for our own practice, but maybe we can do a little bit of it. So for instance, the word was Khalid. Khalidun. Khalid means eternal, like one who keeps living, like a permanent resident, eternal, lives on. This word Khalid, if it ends in dhammatain, Khalidun, and I want to make a dual of it, I will add the ending ani. So two Khalids will be Khalidani. More than two Khalids, I will add una ending and more than 2 Khalids will be Khaliduna. The same word Khalid, if it ended in a fatha or kasra, for here it's fatha, Khalidan, to make it 2 of these, it will be Khalidaini. Aini ending is added to make more than 2. Ina ending is added, Khalidina. Khalidina is more than 2 male eternal. I don't like the term eternal. It's more like one who keeps living, like a permanent resident. More than 2 of those males. Let's look another example somewhere down here. Let's look at mu'min. Mu'min is a believer, a male believer. All right. So mu'minun, I want to say 2 believers. Because mu'min ended in dhamma, I'll choose the ending ani. 2 believers, mu'minani. More than 2 believers, mu'minuna. Mu'minuna is a common word we see in the Quran. It means believers, more than 2. If the word mu'min ended in a fatha, then to make it dual, I will add ending aini, mu'minaini, talking about 2 believing males. We want to talk about more than 2 believers. We will add the ending ina, mu'minina. We see this a lot in the Quran, mu'minuna, mu'minina, talking about believing males, more than 2. Then we have this exercise. It says change the following into sound masculine plural nouns. Inshallah, it's not very hard. We are given the mufrad, Muslimun, Abidan, Mu'minan. We need to make Jama Muzakkar Salim. So the only thing we want to pay attention to is the ending on the mufrad. If it is Dhamma, which ending will I choose to make it Jama? Una. If it is Fatha or Kasra, Ina. So Muslimun becomes Muslimuna, Abidan becomes Abidina. And we go down this list and we complete it. Then we have another exercise and it says fill in the table. So we have 3 columns. There is Mufrad, Muthanna and Jama. So we bring to use everything we have learned in number. The word is as-salihu. The last haraka is a dhamma. So in Muthanna, I will choose the ending ani, as-salihani. And for Jama, I will choose the ending una, as-salihuna. The next word is al-muslimaini. The dual has been given. So now I have to find what would the mufrad have been. Muslimaini, aini ending when mufrad has either fatha or kasra. I can choose. Maybe my mufrad was al-muslima with a fatha. Muthanna is given al-muslimaini and the jama will be al-muslimina. If you see the al, retain the al. So that is our exercise number 2, inshallah.